This is Matt for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight. So delighted to be joined by former world champion Joseph Parker. Joe, your last fight, brutal fight, you said I'm going to be back very quick. I'm not sure I believed you, but you are. You're back. You're ready to rock and roll. How excited are you to get back in the ring?
Listen, as a fighter, even though I had a tough fight with Joe Joyce, you always want to come back and improve yourself and prove to yourself that you still can give it everything in the boxing. Yeah. And I guess even though I didn't get the decision, I had a nice time off. I relaxed with my family. We travelled, around. Yeah. Did a lot of fishing back home, and I've rested, I've recovered, and I'm ready to go again.
You went back home then and had a bit of time with your family. Back to New Zealand. You went back home and had that break you needed. So you feel like you've had enough time off.
Listen, I've had enough time off, and I know I had bruises and a few lumps here and there, but that sort of went away quite quick. And my wife encouraged me to she saw me training back home and was sort of training with a bit of, there was no real path, so she encouraged me to come back and lock in the fight, train for Christmas and New Year's. And I said, what about missing out with the family? She said, we can celebrate Christmas and New Year's for the rest of our lives, but boxing's you're only given a limited time in boxing. Yeah. And so I'm very thankful that she's very understanding and supportive in that way.
And regardless of the result, I think what many people will say is you still performed very well in the fight. No, you did. A lot of people were saying, Joe Joyce as well. You hit Joe Joyce with shots that would have troubled most heavyweights that night. Have you had time to look back on your performance and reflect? Go on. What's your thoughts?
I watched it like this. When I watched it again, I was like, oh, I only watched it once, but on the day of the fight, I put up the best effort, and it wasn't good enough on that day. But I know that if we have a rematch, if I take care of business for Jack Massey, if we have a rematch in the future, it'll be a lot more exciting fight. I can make it a lot more exciting.
A lot more exciting? Can you really? That fight I was wincing at ringside. You two were hitting each other with everything, the kitchen sink.
Listen, Joe Joyce is a beast and a tough man and puts on a lot of pressure, and he's going to be fighting for a world title soon. So he's a very nice man, and I'm happy. I don't know, as a fighter, you don't really say, but I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
And if everything goes well and we cross paths again, I think we can make it a lot more exciting as well.
What's the goal for you now? Because you've achieved world champion status, you're in the history books no matter what. Is the goal for you now just biggest fights possible for the most money? You've got obviously Jack Massey to take care of, who's moving up for the first time at heavyweight. You're rightly so heavily favoured, but what's in your mind as a goal? Like, is it what you want to achieve?
It's to fight for the next 2 or 3 years and give it everything I have, and fight the best fighters out there and the best fights, and just be involved in big events and just enjoy boxing, enjoy camps, enjoy the fights, enjoy everything.
Now, I wondered, I saw your lockdown videos came back up on the screen recently, where you're doing all the singing, all the dancing. Are you going to get back to doing all that again? Bit of it.
Listen, why not? After boxing, listen, in my spare time, we might look at some movies or look at a few things that we can reenact and have some fun.
Have you thought about that, like sort of what life is after boxing for you? What you want to do? Do you want to stay in the sport? Do you want to, carry on?
I haven't thought about what to do after boxing, but I just want to, like I said, for the next 2 or 3 years, give it everything I have, and we'll see what happens after that.
And what's your prediction? Can I get a prediction just before you go? Because I know you're pressed for time. Prediction for Saturday night?
Yeah, I'm going to win.
Knockout?
Myself. Going into a fight, you always want to get a knockout, but I'm not going to put that pressure on myself. Just going to go out there and perform to the best of my ability.
Well, look, Joseph Parker, thanks for talking to Boxing Social. I appreciate you pressed for time. We'll catch up later in the week.
Thank you very much.